Hi everyone, so in today's tutorial I'll share with you guys on how to go about the making of this beautiful dress. I'll share with you guys on how to go about the cutting of the upper bodice. Okay, so what you need is to place your pattern just like this. Then from your shoulder to your hip line is what you will have here. From my shoulder to hip line is 23 inch. Okay, so I marked my bust point, my under bust, and waistline. My waistline was 15, but for the sake of this tutorial I had to go down by 16 inch for the waistline. So after marking, I'll rule out a straight line as you can see, and after marking my straight line I'll place my tape at the first line and I'll go up by 2 inch. I'll rule out a straight line across. After marking my straight line, I'll also label so you understand what I'm doing here. The first line is my shoulder line. The second line is my chest line, my bust point line, my under bust line, the waistline, and the basque length. That is what I have here. So after labeling, I will mark half of my shoulder measurement at the shoulder line and waistline. After connecting a straight line, I came down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. Then from that point, I will connect my armhole curve using my curve rule. I'll also mark 3.5 inch for my neck width. Then I'll connect my shoulder slope. The next thing I want to do is to create a dart line. So to create your dart line, mark half of your nipple to nipple. Mine is 7 inch, half of it is 3.5. I mark this at the chest line to the hemline. Okay, connect a straight line just like you see me doing here. Now I'm done with that. I'm going to include my body measurement. So I will include quarter of my bust measurement with my pencil. I did not add allowance. At the waistline, I'll mark quarter of my waist measurement. I did not add allowance. At the hip line or basque line, I add quarter of my hip measurement without including any allowance. So after connecting my shape, as you can see me doing here, this is what I have. So I will now use my marker to add my seam allowance of 1.5 inch. If you want to have much allowance, you can add 2 inch to it. Okay, but for me, I just added 1.5 inch. Okay, so I have my reason of doing this, so we know where the actual body measurement stopped. Do you get? That's my reason of doing this. So after connecting my shape with my marker, the next thing you want to do now is determine how deep or how much cleavage you want to show. So for me, I want to mark about 6.5 inch. If you want yours very deep, you can leave it at your chest line. Okay, so for me, I marked 6.5 inch from the shoulder. I have 6.5 inch, so that is where my cup will start from, and I'll label as new chest line. Also extend your dart line towards the upper part. Okay, so from the center front I went in by ½ inch on the new chest line, and I'll use my straight line to extend to the bust point just like this. So now I'm through with that. I'm going to get the first cup. So now I'm going to use my curve rule to connect a curve. I want to achieve the first cup first. So you place your curve rule like so. You can also achieve this using freehand. So go ahead and connect your first cup just like you see me doing. Okay, you connect like so. So this is the first cup. To get the other side of the cup, what I want to do is to mark half of my nipple to nipple, which is 3.5 plus ½ inch to make it 4. You get? So I marked a total of 4 inch here. As you can see the inch I have left for my actual measurement. I think I had like half an inch there for my actual measurement. So you place your curve rule, connect from the under bust to that point where you marked 4 inch or whatever inch you mark. All right, so now I'm done achieving the both side cup as you can see. So the next thing I want to do is to achieve a Queen Anne neckline. So to do that, from that new chest line, I will go in by 1 inch. You know we have a Queen Anne neckline for the front. Okay, the yoke for the front has a Queen Anne neckline, or what is it called? So I just came in by 1 inch from the new chest line. So from the from the shoulder point, sorry, from the neck width, I'll connect to the 1 inch just this way. And to achieve your basque infate from the waistline, I went down by 6 inch. You can also make it 7 inch if you want. Okay, so I went down by 6 inch. Now I'll use my I'll use my stretch ruler to connect a V shape to meet my actual body measurement. All right, now I'll use my marker to outline so it will be very visible for everyone to see. So this is where the Queen Anne neckline stop is stopped here. The queen and yoke neckline stop at that point. So after outlining those marks and curves, I'll just go ahead and cut it out. Okay, so this is for the front. If you have watched to this point, kindly hit on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells so you always be notified anytime I drop new tutorials. Okay, so guys, I've gone ahead to cut. As you can see, the next thing I want to do is to label. So this is the body, the cup and yoke, as you can see. So the next thing I want to do is to cut the back pattern. For the back pattern, I already placed the front pattern on it, as you can see. So it stopped at the waistline. If you want to have the same basque effect at the back of your dress, you can also cut the full body, okay, except the curve side. All right, so for me, I want the back to stop at the waistline. So after pinning, I marked 1.5 inch for zip allowance. Okay, then I will extend it towards the upper part, just like this. So now that I'm done with that, okay, so after I was done with that, you can see what I have. So I had to place back the cup and the yoke because I want to draft it, okay, like I want to trace it out. So I traced the armhole, I traced the shoulder line, and also traced the side. So after tracing, you will have to, you will have to note where your shoulder slope stopped and where your Queen Anne yoke neckline stopped. Okay, then extend your shoulder line, give it a straight line. You can see I have 3.5 inch for the neck width. Okay, and the next thing you want to do is to come down by 1.5 inch for your neck depth. All right, you curve like this. Okay, you make your round curve like so. Now measure what you have at the front yoke. I have about 7 inch. I'll mark the 7 inch from the shoulder. I will come down by 7 inch, then make a straight line with it. Okay, so from that neck depth, I will go down by 1 inch. Okay, because I want the back to have an open yoke neckline as well. Okay, so from that 1 inch, I'm going to connect to the other 1 inch on the other side. So this will give it the open yoke effect after cutting out. I'll label as yoke, so you know this is the yoke for the back. Okay, so next thing I want to do is from the waistline, I went in by 1/2 inch. This is to avoid zipper boldness after attaching it, you get. So I went ahead to give it a slant, as you can see. Now I'm done with this, I'll just go ahead and cut it out. All right, just watch what I'm doing here so you know the right part to cut out. All right, so I've gone ahead to cut this out, as you can see. So guys, after cutting, I'll have something looking like this, and I'll be attaching my button on that point and also label back body pattern with zip. So guys, that's all for the drafting of the back bodies. So for the cup, you can use a slash and spread method to get the exercise you want, because you know you are still going to attach rope to the upper part of the cup, you get. So use slash and spread method to get whatever extra inches you want for it. And also you can cut out your main fabric using the scope. Like you place the scope on top of your main fabric, cut it out, and also cut the lining separate, just like this, giving this an extra inch. But if you don't want to use a slash and spread method, you can as well add only 4 inch to it to get your ruffle, that ruffle in fit. Then you go ahead and attach to the cup and do the same thing on the other side of the cup. All right, and you can use about 3.5 yards of fabric for the gather effect. And don't forget to trim the excesses you have at the down part of the gathers after making the dress. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.